It all starts with Mira. Mira is the daughter of King Chris and the king of Cyprus, King Sinis. Mira was known far and wide for her absolute beauty, so her mother often bragged about just how beautiful her daughter is. Hearing of the beauty of Mira, Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty, grew jealous. Soon, Aphrodite's jealousy overcame her, and she put a spell on Mira to lust after her own father as a result of her immense jealousy. Mira, acting under Aphrodite's spell, lured her father out in the open night, and under the darkness she secretly slept with him. When King Sinis awoke the next morning and found out what had happened, he was disgusted with his daughter and chased her into the wild. Mira had finally come to her senses, and she ran from him. The gods, knowing that Mira had not acted of her own will, took mercy on her and turned her into a myrrh tree. However, the frustrated king of Cyprus drew his sword and struck the tree, and to his surprise, out popped a baby, a boy named Adonis. Adonis, being the symbol of a disgraceful union of a girl and her father, had no one to look after him. Aphrodite, sensing the beauty he will one day grow to have, took him under her wing and cared for him. As Aphrodite's love for the baby Adonis grew, however, she began to forget her duties as a goddess. Knowing that she could not be fully devoted to caring for Adonis and being a goddess, she took Adonis to Persephone, goddess of spring and queen of the underworld. As Adonis grew up under her care, she was also overtaken with his beauty and began to love him. But when Adonis had grown to become a very handsome young man, Aphrodite, no longer having to abandon her duties to care for him, sought after his love. Persephone, however, did not welcome this relationship. Neither did Ares, another of Aphrodite's lovers, who became jealous of all the time Aphrodite was spending with Adonis. Ares, taking advantage of Adonis's love for the hunt, decided to turn into a wild boar when Adonis went into the deep woods one day, despite Aphrodite's warnings not to. Upon seeing Adonis, Ares attacked and fatally wounded him. Aphrodite, hearing Adonis' screams, rushed to him and sprinkled nectar on his wounds while singing to him. When Adonis made it to the underworld due to his death, Persephone gladly greeted him. Aphrodite, upon hearing this, jealously went to the underworld to bring Adonis back and out of Persephone's care. Zeus, growing tired of their arguing over the handsome Adonis, decided that Adonis would spend part of the year with Persephone in the underworld to compensate for his death, and part of the year with Aphrodite to represent his life. The months he spent with Aphrodite represented spring and life on Earth. The months he spent with Persephone, however, represented winter on Earth. This can also be interpreted as the battle between the female figures in the life of a man, where part of his life is spent with his mother, and part of his life with his lover.